When you picture parenthood, what comes to mind? Love, protection, gentle guidance? A sacred bond built on selfless devotion? Well, in the wild, raising a family isn't always so picture perfect. For every tender moment, there's an act of brutal survival. For every gentle lesson, a shocking betrayal. From parents who would die for their young, to others who might just eat them to survive. We're about to expose the shocking, brutal, and bizarre secrets of wildlife parenthood. This is a journey to find out what it really takes to be a parent when your life is on the line. Across the globe, the drive to raise the next generation has created some truly incredible and sometimes terrifying parenting strategies. It's a world where the lines between nurturing and neglect, or sacrifice and survival, are often completely blurred. We're traveling from the vast plains of Africa and the frozen ice of Antarctica to the darkest depths of the ocean. We'll meet the most devoted, the most bizarre, and the most brutal parents out there. Some will warm your heart. Others might send a chill down your spine. But each one holds a secret to surviving in a world where life is a constant battle. Let's start in the savannas of Africa, where a parent so devoted needs a village, literally. An elephant calf is born into one of the most supportive families on earth. While the mother is the main caregiver, she is never alone. The entire herd, led by a wise matriarch, pitches in to raise the young. These allo mothers, aunts, sisters, and cousins help protect, guide, and teach the calf. If predators get too close, they'll form a protective circle around the little one. The whole herd will even slow down its pace just so the calf can keep up. This incredible teamwork ensures the youngster learns vital skills, like how to find water or which plants are safe to eat. It's communal parenting at its finest, built on deep social bonds that can last a lifetime. But not all family life is so harmonious. Now we plunge into the freshwater lakes of Africa, where parenthood takes a shockingly brutal turn. Meet the cichlid, a fish mother who turns her own mouth into a nursery. It's a behavior called mouth brooding. To protect her precious eggs from predators, she scoops them up and holds them in her mouth for weeks until they hatch. During this entire time, she starves herself. But sometimes the stress of starvation triggers a grim survival instinct. The mother will swallow some of her own young. This isn't just mindless cruelty. It's a grim calculation. Eating a portion of her brood gives the mother vital nutrients, boosting her own health so she can survive to breed again in the future. It's a stark reminder that in the wild, the line between selfless protection and self-preservation can disappear in an instant. From that brutal trade-off, we travel to one of the most inhospitable places on Earth, Antarctica. Here we find one of the most dedicated fathers in the animal kingdom, the emperor penguin. After the female lays a single egg, she hands it over to her partner. Her job isn't done, but his most grueling test is just about to begin. She makes a treacherous journey, sometimes 50 miles, to the ocean to hunt. The father stays behind to face the brutal Antarctic winter alone. For 2 solid months, through bone-chilling temperatures and winds howling over 100 miles per hour, he doesn't eat a single thing. His only purpose is to protect that egg. He balances it on his feet, tucking it under a special fold of skin called a brood pouch to keep it warm. If he moves too quickly, if the egg is exposed for just a moment, the chick inside will die. It's an unbelievable display of devotion. A father starving himself in the planet's harshest environment, all to give his offspring a chance at life. Not all birds, however, are this dedicated. In fact, our next parent has perfected the art of dodging all responsibility. Meet the common cuckoo, nature's most infamous freeloader. The female cuckoo is a master of deception, using a strategy called brood parasitism. She doesn't bother building her own nest. Instead, she spies on other birds, like a small warbler or pipit. When the unsuspecting parent leaves its nest, the cuckoo swoops in. She'll often toss out one of the host's eggs and lay her own in its place, which is often a remarkable mimic of the other eggs. But the trickery doesn't stop there. The cuckoo egg usually hatches first, and what happens next is the stuff of nightmares. The newborn cuckoo, blind and featherless, has one ruthless instinct: eliminate the competition. It will systematically push the other eggs, or even the newly hatched chicks, right out of the nest to their doom. The poor foster parents, often a fraction of the cuckoo's size, then spend weeks feeding a gigantic imposter, a chick that murdered their own babies. It's a chillingly effective strategy, outsourcing parenthood through trickery and murder. From a parent who does nothing, we turn to one who gives absolutely everything. Deep in the ocean, the female octopus performs one of the most tragic and profound acts of motherhood. After laying thousands of eggs, her life becomes a final, solitary watch. For months, and in some species for years, she will not eat. Her entire existence is now dedicated to her unborn young. She fiercely guards the eggs from predators and gently fans them with water to provide oxygen and keep them clean. This long starvation causes her body to literally waste away. It's as if her body is programmed for self-destruction once she reproduces. By the time her babies finally hatch, the mother has used up every last bit of her energy. Her mission complete, she dies. It is the ultimate sacrifice, a mother who ensures her children can live by embracing her own death. High in the rainforest canopies of Southeast Asia, we find a different kind of devotion, one defined by incredible patience. The orangutan mother is one of nature's most committed single parents. For the first 2 years of its life, an infant orangutan is glued to its mother, clinging to her as she swings through the trees. But this bond lasts for 6 to 8 years, one of the longest childhoods in the animal kingdom, second only to our own. During this extended apprenticeship, the mother teaches her child everything it needs to survive. She shows it which plants are safe to eat, how to build a new treetop nest every single night, and even how to use tools. This long, intensive education is absolutely critical. It's a slow, careful transfer of knowledge passed from one generation to the next. The bond is so strong that even after gaining independence, young female orangutans will often visit their mothers well into their teens. Our final stop brings us face to face with a mother that redefines devotion. Meet the wolf spider. Unlike many other spiders, she is an incredibly dedicated parent. First, she carries her precious egg sac with her everywhere, attached to her body to keep it safe. But her work truly begins when the eggs hatch. The mother helps her spiderlings emerge, and then something incredible happens. They all climb onto her back. She becomes a living, mobile nursery, carrying over 100 babies as she hunts and travels. This 8-legged taxi service protects her young from countless predators. For several weeks, her children cling to her, hitching a ride until they are old enough to fend for themselves. It's an amazing display of dedication, a mother turning herself into a fortress to give her kids the best start in life. From the tight-knit elephant herds and the self-sacrificing octopus, to the penguin dad and the mobile spider nursery, the animal kingdom shows us there's no single way to be a good parent. These behaviors, whether they seem loving or monstrous, are all masterpieces of evolution. They are all strategies honed over millennia to solve one basic problem: making sure the next generation survives. The shocking secrets of wildlife parenthood remind us that in the brutal, beautiful theater of the wild, survival is the only thing that matters, and the paths to get there are more diverse and astonishing than we could ever imagine. So, which animal parent surprised you the most? The dedicated, the bizarre, or the brutal? Let us know in the comments below. If you found these stories as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible journeys into the wild. Thanks for watching.